All right. Well, I will start with our recap because we can go with Wookie for now. All right. So our session started off with our fifth player being Reborn. He first thought that he had a great sleep and was ready for the day. Unfortunately, he was stuck and it was quite dark. And a voice in his head told him to relax and let old Red take care of him. He then tried to talk, got a mouthful of dirt and worms. He was buried alive, but as the tree roots embraced him, he didn't seem to mind. Our party then saw Amador the dandelion take off, draw his rapier on said tree. The Bugbear also grabbed his new sword Snickersnack and went into attack mode. Luckily, Amador was just talking to the tree to let him go, and our party watched in amazement as the tree uprooted and popped out another furry creature. This one was a Furbolg, and he had a bunch of leaves and flowers growing all over him. He also had a few worms that fell off and came out of his mouth as he finally took his first breath. Amador also took the time to get you all moving and filled you all in a bit more. You were in a place called Yon, in the domain of delight called Prismere, and that was ruled by an archfey named Zybilna, and, well, the Hourglass Coven. 3 hags that were sisters, and each ruled a place within Prismere, Yon, hither, and thither. Endelin ruled over Yon, usually, but something happened a while back, and he wasn't too sure who was still alive or in charge. It was then that our party saw signs of battle that went on all around you and started to move a little more hurriedly. Amador didn't have all the information about said battle, but had friends that would once he found them, and if they were still alive. While learning about all this, you stumbled upon a village. The houses were mostly destroyed, and everything around them were broken. Oh, and they were only about 9 feet tall. You had found a Briganook village, but it was only Briganooks that you found dead. So you went around looking and looting. Amador usually said this sort of thing is illegal, but with the war and all, looting's kind of up in the air. Our fairy was really the only one small enough to fit inside the homes and got herself some clothes finally. After the loot was distributed, it was time to leave once again. The trail you found was scattered with debris from whatever battle happened. Trees were tossed everywhere or just toppled over. Round tracks were all over the ground that were much larger than Amador had seen before, almost as if this place got hit by a tornado. All this was new for our parties. They'd never really seen anything like this before, but thankfully you found an inn run by some alive Briganooks that were still, alive. They were fed, and the mayor of the town that you just passed took Amador aside and got caught up. Basically, they were waiting on word from Strongheart that the mine was safe to go back and not to trust the cords as they were in league with Endelin. Kaelen, if that really is his name, started playing with a doll that he had found in the village, and after he wound the back of it up, it came alive and started talking to him. She used to be friends with Endelin's sister, Bavlorna, but was cursed and turned into this doll, and her name was Pincushion. After you had a rest, it was over, and you once again found the path and headed out. At the edge of the forest was a massive storm brewing, and Amador told you to follow his routes and try not to get struck by lightning. So you all ran for the first time, started dodging, dipping, and diving. Few of you got scorch marks, but thankfully you all came out alive. When you were at the foot of Lochberry Henge, a massive throne appeared in front of you. It looked like you could all fit on it, and it was inscribed with something in Elvish. Our Harengon told them that it was something to do with the moon, and with nothing else to do, our Harengon, Fairy, and Bugbear sat on it and then promptly vanished. A stone dome was then put around the rest of you for 2 days. You just had to sit, wait, listen to all the stories that the doll told you. The others were given a vision of the battle, that Endelin, Zybilna, and some random gnome spent 2 days killing almost everything and everyone in Prismere, and that Endelin's sisters were their main quarry. When the dust settled and the magic stopped, Endelind gathered the other two and made her home, the Mother Horn, vanish, and the vision faded. When you came back to your bodies and the throne appeared once again, you were all given a reward: proficiency in one ability. You were also given 2 levels of exhaustion. As a reminder, you have 2 levels of exhaustion. Once the story was told to everyone, well, what you could remember anyway, Amador told you that maybe his friend Yarnspinner could help, but he's all the way over in Tither. And that's where our session ended, and we are picking back up. So after your story has been told, and the stone dome goes away from you, what would you guys like to do? I'll put you back on the map so you remember where you currently are. You're roughly about here. You're at the pretty much like bottom edge of Lockberry Henge, and it looks like it's a very long, steep climb up to the where you have been told is the cords and some sort of fey gate that can maybe get you across to hither. So is there anything you guys want to talk about before you move on?
Nope.
All right then. Well, Amador looks at all you guys after whatever just happened, and he's like literally like scratching his pedals. This has been a lot, guys. I think we should get to the henge, but I really don't know what else is going on up here. We do need to kind of get permission to use one of the fey gates, though. But it is still like a half a day's journey, and I don't know what else is going to come our way. Oh, and you guys haven't remembered any like thing new yet? No new magic or anything like that?
And then there was 3.
I've seen this camera be
Nope.
a little iffy.
No new magic.
No, this is weird. I really want to give you guys like names instead of just saying, "Hey, you." Well,
I ate a worm. So you
I
can
already
call
gave
me
my
worm.
name.
yeah, I know some of them, but just seems weird looking at you and going, "Hey, you." Come on. Whoa. Well, we can go with big guy number 1, Shaggy. Got a Quickfoot. You said your name was Kaelen, but I don't know if you wanted to stick with that or not. You seemed a little weird when you were called Kaelen.
Well, I ate a worm, so you can call me worm.
Sure. Worm. Worm works. We can go with worm. So we have a worm, we have a Shaggy, we have a Quickfoot, and maybe Kaelen, and a fairy with no name.
So
well. Yeah. Is the Belvedere back?
Sure am.
Okay. So is there anything you wanted to do before you started walking towards good old Lockberry Henge?
Is there anyone else that needs a nap?
I would have just been asking the doll if we were going the right way.
I've never been here before, so I don't know. I only know hither. I know my home, but I don't know here.
He looks at the map, and we'll just follow along. And stop and wind up the doll every time it stops.
So you're going to be winding that doll a lot. It's literally like 30 seconds of just, that's it. You guys are going to just be hearing it crank, 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 crank. for a while. All right. So along your lovely journey to Lockberry Henge, who's in the lead? Are you going to let Amador take the lead, or does anyone want to, because you're much taller than him and can see a lot more, anyone else want to take the lead?
Nope.
Consensus says no. Okay. All right. So, can I have perception rolls, please?
Yay, negatives.
Negatives happen, sir. For now. Maybe one day you'll get better. It all depends on what proficiency you took from coming back.
7, unless the dog gives me advantage.
No. No, she is a doll. She is technically an inanimate object with a soul.
Ooh, 0.
I don't know if they can see.
Sorry, say that again, Belv?
I just said I didn't know if they could see.
We'll say probably no, because it's technically a doll and it's just like in a consciousness for the most part. It's not like a full-on construct that can walk and talk on its own.
Blind sense.
Maybe. All right. Terrible rolls. Okay. All right. So as you guys are going up to Lockberry Henge, the remains of the storm finally have passed, and you would notice that the clouds and even fog is starting to disperse, and you start to see more and more and more. And as you get higher up Lockberry Henge, after about an hour, you finally be able to see in the distance what Prismere looks like, and I will move you to the full map. So from where you guys now currently are, after about an hour of travel, you start to get higher, and you start to see green far off in the distance. One's a little more like swampy area, and one is a full-blown forest. And you see a massive castle floating up in the distance, off to the east. Well, northeast.
Interesting.
And as you get higher and higher and higher, Belv, Pincushion, eventually, if you would describe what you're seeing, she will just like kind of tell you where her home is in Downfall. She says it's kind of like, near the big Palace of Heart's Desire. That's where Zabilna is from. We don't go there. Nobody goes there. Well, and they don't come back anyway. But Downfall, that's where, Pat Florida was. And it's a big, swampy, boggy area. And Amador just kind of looks over and goes, yeah, way over there in Tiller that you can't really see. That's where we gotta go. That's where our exit is supposed to be. And hopefully the Cords, let us use their gate, because that'll at least take us somewhere to hither. I've never used this one before, so I don't know exactly where.
Why are we walking this way when we're supposed to be going that way?
Because it's quicker if we go this way. There's a portal that'll take us that way. Or so I'm told.
What's the
Kaelen's
portal?
body nods its head, but really doesn't understand. Yep.
It's a big rocky formation where some magic can transfer you from this place to this place. I've only ever fallen into one, though, and that was by accident. Because I didn't see it.
How did you not see big rocks?
Oh, this one wasn't a rock. This one was vines and twigs.
You just said it was in a rock.
Yes, because we're in Yon. They'd be rock easier. From home and
Magic.
hither, it's vines and twigs, and hither I think it's more like some sort of weird. I think it's a creature you jump in.
Ew.
Now,
Magic
never-
is so. I don't know if I want to know magic.
it has its uses, or so I'm told.
And you think they'll let us use this?
Oh, I don't know. I'm kind of hoping, but like I said
So we
before,
could be
things are weird.
faster than faster to portal. But if they don't let us portal, we've then got to walk further the other way.
Yep. Unless you can fly.
I
There
don't
are a
know.
few
Do I-
creatures around that used to fly you from one place to the other, but I haven't seen any. Big giant bird creatures. Uh-huh.
So much easier sleeping in the ground.
Oh, yeah. It's quiet and comfy.
Mm.
But life is fun too. For most around here. Or it used to be. Now, I don't know what's going on. But yeah. I wish you guys could remember most things, because I've never talked to the courts before. And
Maybe if we could find more of those stones.
well, they're back in the mine. And I don't want to go back into the mine.
Fair.
So
You
the
guys
stones
seem to
feel
think-
risky.
Uh-huh.
Who's to say it's going to be our memory? Our being subjective here.
Yeah, I don't
Something's
know.
better than nothing.
Well, if we get to hither, there's supposed to be lots of interesting people there, and some of them have been here for quite a while, so they might know what's going on if they're still alive. It's a big if around here. Uh-huh. I'm glad I sat out the battle. But hey, I don't really know a lot about the Cords other than they hate the Briganox. They're small. They're they're rock folk. They're about as big as our fairy here. Maybe a little bit bigger, but they're all types of rocks. Some are made of. Sorry, say that again. I didn't hear you.
Why is everybody so small?
I'd like to
not
agree on
everybody.
this.
Not everybody. There's I was at the Witchlight Carnival for a little bit, not really long. It was just more of a I took Paulin out of there for a date. But there's bigger people like you, and lots of them that look like you. The best two, they're like the bouncers, Burley and Hurley. They're pretty neat. They look like the big guy. I don't know. Maybe they'll pop a memory if you see them, if they're still alive. I don't know. Like I said, weird place. But yeah, the folks at the Cords, they're rock people. They're made out of everything, like rock, shale, chalk, flint, granite, obsidian, marble. It's any type of rock you could think of. There's a cord that they follow. They have their own little weird court system. I don't know. But they're highly magical-ish. But they like to dance. Yeah. That's the one thing we have in common.
Lead on.
And they're run by a queen.
It seems to be a very common occurrence in this area.
Oh,
Queens.
Yeah. Paulina's the queen bee, so yeah. I miss her. Anyway, let's go. I will take survival rolls, please, as you are starting to climb rocky terrain, and I want to see if you fall or cause a small avalanche.
Is that one at disadvantage, I do believe?
No, you're pretty much all following him, because nobody
Two.
else decided to take point. So just a straight roll.
13.
Really? Even with exhaustion?
There's only three of you that have exhaustion. And I believe that was... Who stayed behind? Belv and... Was it Frost? Or Shaggy?
It was Shaggy.
Okay. Alright. So, yeah. Alright. Alright, well, no nat ones, but nothing major. Okay. That's enough to be able to stay as a group, at least. You're probably going to find your fairy wandering off and Quickfoot wandering off a few times off the path, and you're going to have to try and keep them on the path, because it seems they keep looking around and going, ooh, shiny, and walking over to it. And Kaelen. I just noticed you're 2.
Yeah.
That is horrible.
Kaelen's
A 2,
body
3, and a
just
4.
kind of stops at any fairy-sized rock and says hello.
Mhm.
And looks at the doll and continues on.
That doll is weird. Just to let you know. If she was one of Bad Lorna's, well, I don't know. I don't think you should keep it, but that's on you. Just hopefully, if she had any,
right here, you shouldn't talk about her like that.
just don't keep winding her up and she can't hear.
How would you like it if nobody wound you up?
Well, I have roots. But if she had a family, I don't know, maybe we can find them and give her to them. Again, if they're still alive. If she remembers anything about them. Food for thought. Let's keep going. You'd be able to tell, like, he's trying to hurry you guys along. Because it seems like the more rocks that are around, he doesn't like it. If there's no dirt underneath him that he can, like, sink into, this is not his terrain. He's even slowly starting to have issues climbing. He was not built for this. Right. I will take one more survival roll.
I think next time the doll runs out, I just stop, look at it for a bit, and as the group continues, then I'll just leave it and follow. So it's just in some random spot now. I hope he's happy.
Okay.
Look at that, it worked. 14.
It's a little better. Double 3 from... Oh. The
Okay, mine's being weird. And I can't roll.
I'd like to point out the rabbit is technically alive, so he's just
this is...
tired.
Yep.
Fine.
Real dice work too if you have to. Their way, I'm okay with that. Or if you have it.
I have plenty.
Okay. I had a few.
Yeah, 5.
Okay. Right. No nat ones. But yeah, you still are having issues going up. So it might take you a little bit longer to get Blackberry Hinge. But as you guys finally break the crest, atop a boulder-strewn plateau stands a circle of 8 megaliths. In the center of the henge, a small checkered game board with stone playing pieces rests on the ground near the dying embers of a campfire. Each of the 8 standing stones is about 20 feet tall and hewn from a different kind of rock. 1 shale, 1 chalk, 1 flint, 1 granite, 1 slate, 1 basalt, 1 obsidian, and 1 marble. Can I have history rolls from all 5 of you to see if you know what type of rocks they are?
I'm assuming this one would be a disadvantage for sure.
Yeah. Sorry, I'll take nature too. It's still pretty much the same roll, just the same modifier.
3.
Yep.
2.
They're ranks, guys. Yep. Whatever they are, the names that Amador is telling you is just they're rocks. Maybe it'll come to you guys eventually, but for now, they're just rocks. But he's like trying to tell you exactly about all of them.
To the basalt, but I don't know why.
Okay. Amador is just gonna kind of look around and go, they should be here. There's the remains of a campfire. I don't know what to do, guys. They should be here. Does any of you guys know how to play chess? Anyone remember how to play chess?
What's chess?
This game. It's what they play. It's what they do.
And I can attempt.
Give me intelligence rolls if you want to try and figure out the chessboard, please. Ooh. We got a nat 20. He has a hard time climbing up here. He's alive again. But yet somehow, Quickfoot, something in the back of your head says, I know this game. And you could win it in one move. There's 2 different colors on there. One is shale and one is chalk. And it looks like if you move one piece of shale somewhere, you would win.
Do I get to see an actual board? Or...
No, it's just tears of my
just out of curiosity,
Yeah.
It's like, he's gonna look at it and be like, oh, and all of a sudden he just drags the one piece and moves it over. Oh, I win.
From out behind the big monolith that is, well, what you were told is, where did I leave it? Shale. Out comes a tiny little rock girl. I'll show you what the group of them look like. Indeed. Roll 20. This is what the chords kind of look like. Each is a different color, but they're quite tiny. And she literally just runs up to you, looks at the move you do, and went, "Hey, hi, you helped me win. You helped me win, guys. He helped me win. You can all come out. Come on, everyone out, out." And out from behind, like they pretty much are part of each of the monolith. They all step out of it as if they were part of the monolith. And she just kind of like does a little dance and does a little jig. And she just looks at all of them and just goes, that's why I'm the queen. I told you I was going to win. I didn't need his help, but I'm glad he helped me. Here. And she's going to like pick up a rock off the ground and hand it to you. This is for helping. It's a lucky rock. Do you accept her gift?
Yeah, just because, like, oh, okay.
That, in about an hour's time, will bond with you, and it'll help you through your journey. You helped me, I help you. It is a stone of good luck, sir. You gain +1 bonus to ability checks and saving throws after you are attuned to it.
How tall are these people, by the way?
About your height. Yeah. But they're like solid rock. So they probably still weigh quite a bit, and as they dance, you feel the ground shake a little, just like the big guy. They're very stocky. Hi, sorry. Who are you? Before I introduce you, I am Queen Arganto, Queen of Shale. This is my home. Who are all of you?
I just look and say, Quickfoot.
Quickfoot. You have good eyesight.
They call me
you.
Shaggy?
You are Shaggy. But who calls you Shaggy? These guys, or did you call you Shaggy, or did your mom call you Shaggy?
These guys. I don't remember my name.
Oh. Well, that's terrible. Who's our other furry friend? I don't know if Sheep's back yet. He just said beer back. Your worm. Weird name. How about the other? Oh, you look like Mr. Knight. Do you know Mr. Knight? That's for Belvedere.
He just looks around behind him, taps on the other tower again. Me?
Yeah. Do you know Mr. Knight? You look like Mr. Knight.
Pretty sure this is Kaelen's body.
Hello, Kaelen's body. That's not weird at all. Right. And you, someone actually I can see eye to eye to. Who are you?
Good question. Don't know.
A lot of that going around, isn't there? You're full of holes. What happened? Did you get eaten by a moth? The giant moth here probably could have done that.
Yeah, but no. Mine's blank.
Yeah.
Name's blank.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
Who's the dandelion? Amador just kind of like gives a little bow and goes, I'm Amador. I am, well, here. A lot of weird things have been happening lately. I found these folk a bit ago, and they kind of, don't know who they are, how they got here. They were just kind of, poof, and they were here. They're not their bodies, or they're part of them are them, part of them are not them. It's weird. We are having problems, as you can see. Did you know that the mother horn is gone? And Enderlin's not here anymore. And you see all of the chords just like look at each other and just immediately like go. All of them together almost saying the same thing. Yes, it's all the Briganock's fault. They're in league with Enderlin. They're up to something. We don't like it. Are you guys with Enderlin? Because if you are, we're going to have to stone you.
You would do that to the one that helped you?
Last. If you're in league with them or her, we don't want none of that. And I'll take back my gift if you are. No, actually, I can't.
I was going to say, I don't think that's allowed per the rules.
Well, the rules are a little wishy-washy.
You're a little wishy-washy.
Yeah? You're in our home. We don't know who you are. You're bigger than us.
Well, if we are in league, we don't know it. Because we
Well,
aren't.
you don't
Well,
know
you don't
that I
know that I don't know.
How can we
Let's-
test
Can
them?
we test them?
Let's assume not.
Hmm.
Is that the guy we're going to see? Or is that somebody else?
Who are you trying to see? Amador's just gonna like peek up and go, well, we're trying to get to Tither, and we don't want to do the long way because we don't know what's in the way anymore. And she just kind of looks, you want our way gate. I don't know if it's working. We have not tested it.
I'll test it.
Do you know how to work it?
I mean, if you work it, I can make sure it works by jumping in.
So we just fall in it.
Well, you step through it, but it has to be activated first. And we haven't tested the activation in a while, mainly because we didn't know what was going to be on the other end. It changes a lot.
Changes how?
Well, depending on Endelin's mood, they can take you right to her or, throw you off a cliff. They change locations.
Is it
We have-
possible to know what's going to be on the other side before stepping through?
Well, we usually send somebody with a rope and see where they come out. And
Sounds
then if
smart.
they
And then
don't
if
like
they
it,
don't
we
like
pull
it,
them
we
back
pull
in.
them back in.
Unless we don't like them, then we just leave them there. So, what are you going to give me for use of it?
Oh.
Yeah, what are you going to give us all? They're all like going, yeah, we like stuff. If we're going to give you something, we got to get something too. What do you got?
We have a doll.
Quickfoot will hand over his dragon tooth little dagger and be like, a bone from a dragon.
Oh, that's pretty. That gets one of you in. Uh-huh. Like this thing's,
I don't know.
he's going to like start chipping rock with it, and you're just going to see like this thing chips rock. Pretty good.
What did we have from that village? You like rocks, don't you?
We have lots of
Wait, what?
rocks. But
You
if
want
it's a
another one?
shiny rock,
Shiny rock.
It's not shiny. No.
no.
That's a map.
we-
You like gems?
We are gems. Some of us. But if it's rare and big, and we can make something out of it, yes.
I'll pull out the used gem that. Because I figured I still had a hold of it. Or had it in my inventory.
That's
The moon gem thing.
that's from the Briganock money. We don't want anything from that. That's theirs. That's dirty.
Pull out
Turn
I,
into
the,
something
I
you
just
can
got to
beat them
say,
with.
above table, you saying that a couple of them were gems. I feel like we all pan the camera to like a corner of a group of them. They're all in rhinestones,
Yeah.
sequence. And you're just like, oh,
One's fool's gold.
We have
I'll pull out the hourglass.
we have that coal die.
I was gonna say that, but I
I
wasn't sure if
stashed
someone
the
had
cold
it.
eyes so that nobody can see it.
Yep.
Okay,
Belv's got it.
got it.
We have a lot of tiny rocks in a nice enclosure. Wait, no. Did we fill up the hourglass, or is it still empty?
I think you left
I
it
think
empty.
you left it empty.
We have a nice rock enclosure. It's currently empty, though.
Let me look. I like the spyglass. We can use that to spy on everything. We don't want anybody else coming up here. We felt you guys moving up here, but we didn't really know what you were doing because, well, you're too big to be Briganocks. So that's the only reason we didn't, drop these all on you. And you're going to see, like, behind the monoliths are just, like, a lot of boulders.
That'd be rude.
Well,
What about the ticket to the carnival? Do we mind giving that up?
Oh, we wouldn't go there anyway.
Oh,
We don't like leaving here. not under attack. We're not under attack.
Not even
So-
knowing shiny rocks?
Spyglass. What did you think of? What do you think of this hourglass? It's not crystal, but it's crystal-like.
You're gonna see
like
the obsidian one come over and take a look and go, this is I think I can use this. I am Noel, by the way. Noel of Obsidian. No, and the rest are gonna go, oh right, we didn't introduce ourselves. I am Burak of Flint, Azul of Granite. I'm Zelda of Slate. Yana of Basalt. Oh, and I'm Mallow of Marble. Nobody likes me. The rest all just go, yeah, none of us like you.
Was that the one that won the match, or no?
No, the queen did. The queen of she was playing the Chalk clan leader, Jagu of Chalk. He's been like sulking the entire time because he lost. He's like almost like chipping parts of himself off.
What if this one goes through the portal with us? And he points at the marble one.
Oh no, we won't. No, he has family. He's just not the brightest king.
Have you tried helping him?
Yeah, and everyone's gonna go yes, and he's just gonna yeah. I don't have that. I don't.
We probably have a bit of cloth around. I'm sure he'll polish up.
Yeah. Jokes. We're good with them too. That'll put you past 2. So that's 4 of you. What's for the last of you? Amador is just gonna like pull out like a little, kind of like a little locket that he has with a little tiny jar of honey. Goes here. I can get more if I can find pollinella. They just kind of look at it and go, "We don't eat anything but rocks, but we could throw it on someone."
So what have we given them so far? The jokes, the jar, the
Dragon toes.
What about the skull covered in ink fingerprints?
Jar. Well, that was for Amador. Spyglass. The hourglass. The dagger. So that's 5. There's 6 of you.
Does anyone care about the skull?
No.
I'll offer up
Sorry,
the sprite skull.
Do I need to care about the skull?
That's up to you. What is it again?
It's the sprite skull covered in ink fingerprints.
That's up to you guys, whether or not you want to keep that or not. It didn't seem, I think, when you looked at it, if it was useful.
I think somewhat, but ooh, do you want something magical?
Oh, we like magic.
And I'm going to pull out the stick I took from those ever burning fires back in the mine.
Oh, okay.
And I don't get close to it and it
Fire.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We can actually, yeah, we can use that. Cool. All of them kind of give you guys a little it's almost like a square dance where they just start dancing and they want you to partake if you would like to partake.
I will attempt without trying to squish anyone.
You'd be able to tell that they're more solid than you are. They might.
I was thinking more of the other non-hard ones.
True. Yeah, most of them seem like stocky rocks, even though they're only 3 feet tall.
nat 20
Even
for a
the
19
chalk
to
one?
attempt to mimic them.
The chalk one, no. Like,
Oh,
she's
wow.
the only queen. The rest are all male. Perfect. You guys are rolling pretty good. Except for Wade. Yeah, you're probably too light, and they just kind of like almost start tossing you around from person to person. But over time, they do seem to enjoy you trying, at least, and joining them in one of their ceremonies. At some point, this will probably go for at least 20 minutes before they stop. You don't see them like eat or drink at all. It doesn't seem like they're getting tired. Frost, you're really the only one who's slowly getting tired after a long climb and all this. But they do at some point like notice like a couple of you go, "Oh, right, you're the type who need to eat and drink." We got some mushrooms in a little a small little waterfall around the corner. If you do need to partake.
I think.
Yeah, he's just gonna get up and just like follow where the pointing of the waterfall is. Like, okay,
Yeah,
because it's almost the end of the fourth day, and he's about to technically die.
Yep, Amador's at pretty much the exact same thing. It's like water. Yeah, he's just gonna say, "Let's go, go, go." I need to drink. I'm thirsty. I need to put my roots in. Okay. It's not like a big waterfall. Like, to them, a waterfall is like a little trickle of water coming up the side of the mountain, but it's enough to fill up and drink from. And you see like a variety of mushrooms just growing on the side of the cliff. That's pretty much what they're telling you to eat.
Oh, so many magic mushrooms.
And I will take a con save if you eat any of them.
Why not?
Fitting. You
Do I die early and become reborn again?
No. You get the sense, like, as you start eating these, your system probably hasn't had real food quite like this before. These mushrooms, the more you eat, the more they want you to eat, and they don't want you to stop eating them. You just start getting the sense of, oh, I like these, so I'll keep eating, and keep eating, and keep eating. There's not that very many of them, but as you run out of things to eat, you get a little, well, it's kind of hard to tell what happens. Can I have you roll me a d20 and a d100?
Is he getting the munchies?
1 second. 97 and a 9. Okay. Alright. We will come back with what that happens in a second. What's the rest of you doing? These guys are you're gonna see Quickfoot and Amador be gone for almost 10 minutes. What do you guys want to do in between that?
That's just turned into The Last of Us.
I think I'm going to stare at the chessboard, trying to make sense of it. Anyone who comes over, I'm clearly very lost by the rules.
Nice.
I'm watching over his shoulder at what he's watching, trying to figure out what he's watching.
I'm going to sit by the chessboard and try to figure out the game. Maybe ask, what is it? My sword, if he knows any idea how to play.
Okay.
Snickersnack.
Snickersnack kind of looks at you and goes, "Why would I know how to play a game?
I don't know.
I told you what I'm good at. Good at, I'm good at making you your better self, at using me. If you're not using me, how are we getting better?
That's why I asked you.
Not at
I'm
that.
using you.
Well, if you come across, some real life size stuff that we can actually, use me on, that would be useful.
Fair enough.
But some people like knowledge, so ask them to teach you, not me. I can't do that. If you learn, I learn. This isn't how I'm supposed to work. You know that, right?
I guess you just seemed very knowledgeable. I figured you'd know.
I'm knowledgeable at how to, stick the pointy end of me into stuff. Can you stick the pointy end of me into that and make us both feel good?
I mean, does this feel good? And I just poke the board.
You see, like all the other ones go. No, that's our only one. Don't damage it.
I wasn't going to really damage it. I was just poking it.
It's a big steel thing. It's made out of marble. Like, look at them.
Listen, now I have a scratch, just to be funny about it.
Just a little bit of a scratch on there. Just a little chip.
Wait, is it like that?
Right in the center.
The Egyptian statue that has that one strange off-curve groove.
Yeah, we'll say that. I'm good with that. We can't polish that off.
It's not that bad.
Sit. Try and sit and don't break it. We'll show you how to play chess. I
Okay.
don't know if we have that kind of time. You guys want to go through the Waygate. Like, learning chess and mastering chess takes years.
I don't
Well,
really
learning
like chess. You just show us the rules. How about that?
That alone will take 24 hours. Okay, we'll line it up and show you how to play. These are the pawns, and they're going to introduce you to chess. Quickfoot. As you run out of things to eat, your body doesn't like the fact that you're not eating anymore. And you feel something weird happening with your skin. Can I have a perception roll, please, sir? A 14. Your body is slowly turning into a mushroom.
Physically or psychedelically?
Physically.
Damn.
Your
Now is he
fur
turning into
slowly
one of the good mushrooms?
Your fur
Yeah.
is slowly turning no longer fur, and you're kind of getting like a rubbery mushroom substance currently all over your, we'll say, chest for the moment. And it kind of
One way
looks
to grow
like
chest
it's
hair.
spreading.
I have grayscale.
Highly possible. But you feel, after the physical change, not hungry anymore. At least not for mushrooms. That's a weird random table.
So what did a 9 and 97 really do?
That you will find out later, sir.
Grr.
Yep.
He's now Myconid.
But it looks like the full transition's going to take a bit. So what would you like to do? You're fed. You're watered. Amador is fully watered and like starting to get some color back. And he's just looking at you going, oh. Well, that's not the weirdest thing that's really happened to us today, right? You need to get some sleep. Maybe that'll get rid of it. I don't know. We could talk to them, but I don't know if they've ever actually eaten anything before, so maybe they didn't know it was going to happen. They don't seem like the type that would do that to you. But we can ask.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, this has been a weird day. Hey, how long did you guys want to sit and learn how to play chess?
Until we were basically told that we're ready to go.
Okay.
I imagine until Amador comes back.
Okay.
Okay.
Probably about 20 minutes. Okay. By the time Amador comes back, you guys all notice your furry friend is a little squidgy in the middle. The fur's kind of gone, and there's some sort of different type of skin.
Like, why not? He's covered. They can't see this shit.
Oh, sorry. Right, you have... I forgot you put armor on. And clothes.
I got cloth on to cover myself, just to be,
Right. Never mind.
decent.
Yep, you would notice.
I just start scratching my chest for some reason, just like...
Yeah. Well, oh, you guys are learning how to play that? Well, if you want to learn, it's going to take a while, though. I'm told that game takes years to master. And we kind of have a place to go and do and see.
Yeah, just the basics would be fine.
We've worked out how pawns work.
Yeah.
And that seems to be most of the board, so...
Well, yeah, it's like any... Well, think of this as you guys, if you don't really have most of your minds back, well, think of it as anything battle related. You always got to send the little guys in first, or at least the ones that you have lots of to do most of the damage, maybe, or at least so you can give yourself time to think about strategy. They're the front runners that most of them probably won't survive the onslaught at the beginning. That's what pawns are. But, so, you guys want to go to the Fey Gate? I can't guarantee it's going to work, especially if Endelin's not no longer around. Worth a shot, though. Okay. Right. Well, I don't know if this will help, but I feel you guys are doing something. I don't know if it's important or not, but she's just going to randomly pick up another lump of rock and squeeze it in. You're going to see her squeeze it in between her hands, and she's just going to hold out her hand, and there are 6 green gems in her hand. I don't know if you guys have any money, but you could use these for barter.
Barter sounds good.
They are sapphires in the shape of stars.
Ooh, pretty.
They're worth 1,000 gold apiece.
Oh my god.
How many did we get? 6.
Yeah, 1 for each of you.
Thank you
You
for
guys
this.
came in peace, so we're going to leave in peace. And you're not with the Brunats or Endelin, so we'll consider us friends.
We shall not forget this.
She's good. See? She gets us.
Thank you for letting us use your gate. I am over your...
Most people do. We can't leave. We're kind of, part of the mountain. So, yeah. To the way gate. Well, Fey Gate, I should say. It's kind of a way gate, but it's more of a Fey Gate. Anyway, it is, well, honestly, it's just around the corner. Well, come on over. She's basically going to take you to one of the monoliths and touch it, and a set of stairs is going to appear in the middle of the whole area, and she's going to tell you to descend. Our gate's buried, just so nobody can actually use it above ground. So if you're scared of the dark, I'm sorry.
Oh, we kind of found ourselves in the dark when we awoke, so what's more dark?
Oh, this is going to be home for you then.
I shouldn't have gifted you the torch.
So as you guys go down, it's at least a 20-minute descent. This is a spiral staircase that goes forever for you guys. And you're going to be able to notice, like, as you go through, there's like little caves and doors in here. And you're going to hear like sounds of more of these guys everywhere. Like, you're pretty much just going to see a couple of the other kings go like one way, go the other way, and you hear a whole bunch of people say, "Oh, Daddy!" So you're basically going into a subterranean cord home. So as you get deeper and deeper, this place echoes. You're going to start to notice every little movement you do is going to echo everywhere. Every sound echoes. It's going to be hard to tell where things are coming from eventually. So I will take lovely perception rolls as you go down. But there are like little light, like sconces with like ever-burning torches. 0, 2 zeros. This is great.
14.
Yep. All right. So Shaggy and Quickfoot are the only ones who notice everything. The rest of you're just probably looking at the make sure you don't trip. You notice as you get deeper that above you, the little light that was shining through from the sun goes away as they close the top.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But it's pretty much just the queen that is left. By the time you're about most of the way down, she's the only one there with you. And as you get to the bottom, you come across basically like the monolith up top, but this one's about 60 feet tall and about 20 feet wide. And she's just going to look at you all and go, does any of you have any sort of magic at all?
I have this, and I'll hold a Snicker snack. He's kind of magic.
Oh, yeah. No, not him. Not that.
Nothing.
And you said
I think
it
to him?
Wait, what?
I mean,
He talks to the sword.
Oh. Okay.
Do you think it talks back?
it does.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
I'm going to attempt to cast guidance.
It works for you, sir. Who are you guiding?
Be like, this is about as much as I can do.
Oh. Well, it's still something. What can you do, little fairy girl?
Well, I managed to accidentally disappear from one spot and reappear in another. I think that was magic.
Oh.
Don't do that. Not here. If you do that here, if you end up in solid rock, I don't know what would happen.
Oh.
Well, I haven't tested this in a while, and the one who usually does it isn't here. But if you could help me, we'll give it a shot.
Why aren't they here?
Because they're dead. That stupid little war that went along killed some of us, and the one who usually opens this for all of us is no longer. But I was his apprentice,
That's a shame.
which is why I'm queen. Now, I only have a little bit of magic, but it's not really a lot. So if you can help, we'll give it a shot. Okay, so can you give her guidance, please?
I will give her guidance.
And then someone roll me a D100. Ooh. Okay.
I don't like that.
And okay. Actually, this is more like a divine intervention. Lower is better. So you see her, like, pretty much put her hands up and just start tapping on the rock, like in rhythm, in one place. And then eventually something glows and lights up. She taps another place. So she's just like basically doing some sort of rhythmic code on here before you eventually see what looks to be like a clock. And she's just going to look at you guys and go, okay, well, the clock says it's 3:45. And it's also 3:45 and 9:30. So you don't want to go there. I can get you to... Oh, there's 3 of them that are open. We can go to 3 different places. One of them's kind of terrible. The 9:30 would... Yeah, no, that put you towards Endelin. We don't want that. 3:15, I'll take you to Downfall. I can get you to Downfall.
That's not a conviction.
It's in Hither.
What was the other one?
Oh, well, that's the slanty tower in Hither, but it never used to be slanty, and now it is slanty. So I don't know where you guys would end up there, or you might fall out. Downfall's the safer one, if what you guys said, and like, you know, if Bavlorn is dead or not there, it was her home. So if she's not there, it should be fine.
I don't like the dip.
Well, we have less than 30 seconds before this closes. So...
Yeah, downfall it is then.
Yeah, Amador's
just going to go.
Yeah, sure. It was safer-ish. And you're just going to see her, like, tap one thing, and just the 2:45 is pretty much just, like, going to come up. Sorry, 3:15. And just everything goes black. You don't see anything on the other side. You don't smell anything on the other side. It's just a black void. And she's just going to start counting down. 20, 19, good luck. 18, 17.
17.
Run through.
Okay. Is everybody running through?
Yeah.
I jump in whichever everyone else is jumping in.
Okay.
Lumber through more than running.
Yep.
Thank you.
Good luck. Welcome. I hope you're not in league with the Jabber. Briganox closes. As you guys go through and reach the other side, you find yourselves in a swamp. It is smelly. You are surrounded by fog that is extremely thick. You are considered in heavily obscured. You can only see about 10 feet in front of you. You hear lots of variety of sounds, though. Mostly some sort of frog folk going ribbit, ribbit. And then you start to hear chittering and chattering. But as you go through, I will take perception rolls at disadvantage. Love all the zeros today, guys.
It fits.
It's 2 in a row.
Yeah?
Yeah.
8.
Okay. So a 10
11's not bad.
is our best. Oh, 9. Okay. You hear each other. Himmador is not there. Your guide is
Well, that's no good.
What would you like to do?
We can hear people talking, right?
Not people.
Things.
You hear
things. Did anybody see him go through the portal?
Who
Yeah,
was
he
that?
would have been one of the first through.
Did we step on him on the way in?
Check your shoes.
Oh,
If you're
look
wearing
underneath.
shoes. There's no pedals, no nothing. Nope.
This is no good.
I'm sure he's fine. He's clearly better equipped than us.
I'll just start sloshing towards the voices.
Okay. So on the map, give me a direction. They're kind of like coming from around you, but in the distance. So you came out pretty much right here.
How deep is the water?
Until you go and take a look, it's kind of. But if you look at the top of the map where it says downfall, that's eventually like the topography of it. And you guys
I head
are here.
towards 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock, so straight up.
Not
So
quite
if you're
straight up.
coming, yeah. So if you're coming up over here, ping where you're headed.
I don't. Where are we on the map? We came out here.
You are right here, yep. Which is pretty much here, up here on the top part of the map.
Then I guess I'd be going over this path here.
Okay. As you start to walk, you do feel you're on like squishy ground. So it's kind of like you're getting your feet are getting wet, but you're not sinking down. It's kind of like you're standing on top of a bog. I'll take nature rolls from everybody to see if you know what a bog is.
I know that it squishes between my toes, and I don't like it.
A little cold too. This is cold and damp. Okay. Yeah. Worm. Yeah. You have some sort of regulation of what this is. Definitely, you're gonna be miserable for a bit.
Well, is 14 not enough?
Oh, sorry, I didn't see the 14. You pretty much know the same. A little bit more. This is definitely an area where you need to be careful where you step.
Shaggy, can I catch a ride?
I will lower a hand down to pick her up.
Thank
and
you.
Put her on my shoulder.
Yeah.
Some of these puddles look like I could disappear in them.
Sorry, say that one more time.
Some of these puddles look like I could disappear in them.
Probably, yeah.
Fair enough.
So as you guys walk further in,
if we get to here, can we tell that that's a balloon?
You can. That's what I was just about to describe for you.
Can I make a roll to see if I know that balloons fly?
Yes, you can, sir.
Would that just be straight intelligence, or?
Yeah, that'd be the easiest.
$13.
13, it's definitely enough to know it is some sort of mechanical balloon, but it looks broken. And you hear the sounds of a couple people on it, and you see one person standing on a stair staring up at it, waving what kind of looks like, well, I'll show you what he looks like. He's got claws for hands, some sort of weird yellow clothing, boots. There's not a lot to him. Weird part is he's got a gourd on top of his head. And that's what he looks like.
Do we still want to fly? I think that thing flies.
Who's
I don't
talking?
think that thing flies.
Wait, what? Who are you?
Pretty sure it does. Who are you?
I hear a voice. Who are you? Who's there?
Can you
Uh,
see us? And I'll wave my hand.
Kaelen's body.
Right. Where? Oh, I can see some movement. You two, keep work. We need that. Fix it. And you hear the sounds of a little bit of grunting. Who are you people, and why are you here? Oh, is that thing working finally?
Sort of? We're missing one?
Whoa, you're a big one.
Yes. So I've been told.
Give me 1 second. I have something here that'll get rid of it. And you just, see this little, creature, reach into one of his things with a claw and pull out something. Go. I can't read that. That's fine. He's just gonna, tap his gourd head. You're gonna hear a whole bunch of, things in it. He's gonna pull something out of the gourd, look at it and go, there it is. And blow on it, and it's gonna disperse all the fogging around you guys for a little bit as he casts Gust. Come over here. Come here. You don't want to stand in that for too long. It can do weird stuff to your head. Come on up here.
I mean, we're still missing one, but okay.
Yep. I'll walk.
Well, that happens. Who are you missing?
I believe he said his name was Amador?
Oh, you know Amador?
We've met.
He was kind of guiding us. He was the first one through the portal.
Oh. Well, that's good. But if he's not here, that's bad. Oh, sorry. I'm Clapperclaw. Yeah. Clapperclaw the Scarecrow. You will remember he told you about this guy, that he would be a guide for you in Hither if he could find him.
Oh, he said we should find you.
Oh. Well, that's good. That's weird that I was here at the right time.
A little too convenient.
I've been here for a week, so technically. Well, who are you?
Amador said my name is now Shaggy.
That tracks. Okay. You smell like you're Shaggy. Who are the rest
Rude?
of you? I heard of Kaelen's body. I don't understand that part. Hello, Kaelen's body. Who's Kaelen's mind?
I think it's in a gem somewhere.
Oh, you're missing your head too? This isn't my normal head. Someone stole my head. This is just a placement. So maybe our heads are somewhere together.
That tracks, since all he sees are the glowing red eyes from within the helmet.
Yep. Well, anyway,
Can you take us to who's that guy we're going to see?
Yarn with us?
don't know that one. Do you know what they look like? Or where are they? Are they here in Hither?
Letter.
I think it was
in Tither.
Tither.
Oh, you guys are trying to get to Tither? Oh, well, good hands, because once we get this working, we're going to Tither. But it's kind of broken, and, well, there's a few things we need to fix it. Yeah, you came at a weird time. We're kind of this town kind of got destroyed a while back, and we're trying to fix it. Mind you, the new mayor we don't really like, and he's kind of forced labor kind of thing, but I don't know. We're just kind of doing our own thing. We're hoping if we can get this repaired and nobody else notices, we can just go away. He's already got one, but we can't use his. We tried to steal it once and it didn't go well.
Where is it?
Oh, it's over there. It's kind of, in the mists, and it's kind of hard to see. But it's big, it's black, it's scary. I just don't know if,
That thing?
I don't think we could get it. Well, yeah, the big one. I'm trying to find the other picture.
What's wrong with this one?
Oh, the basket is broken. Our fuel supply is gone. We don't really have the right things to patch the balloon. And it currently only holds 2 people. Yeah,
I'll take the tent that I'm wearing and offer it as patch material.
Oh, well, a little heavy, but we can make it work. This was one of the demos that the Witchlight Carnival used for advertising. We kind of borrowed it off them.
I see nothing wrong here.
Well, there's really only 2 ways out right now. Is if you can. I think they're packing up and leaving to Tither 2. We just didn't. They're not our kind of people. I think you guys might fit in. A couple of you look like you should be from there. Maybe Kaelen's head is there? Well, where'd you find your body?
In a mine?
Oh, well, yeah, that can happen. Especially if you're from Yon. Lots of weird things happen there. I don't want to go there. Why was Amador there? He's not from there. He's from Tither.
He fell in a portal.
Yon? Oh, yeah, that tracks. He does that. He's stupid. But he's a friend. So he's a stupid friend. Okay. But if he was with you, why is he not longer with you? Maybe
he fell off the.
He was looking for Paulette.
Oh, Paulinella. Right. He's love struck. That's why I haven't seen him. I remember him saying something about that. Yeah, her hive got stolen by something big. I don't know where she is. I think we know, and you're gonna hear a couple grunting and go, "Oh, they know." Who took Paulinella? Oh yeah, he's not getting her back. The Cyclops took her. If the Cyclops wanted her, he's not going to get her back. He's a scary bugger. He was
What's
one
so
of
scary about the
Cyclops.
Cyclops?
He's the size of the balloon.
Oh,
Ain't that big.
Well, he's about 40 feet tall. In the club he usually carries is about 30 feet tall.
does it still like what's a club at that point?
Well, it's more of a tree branch. Or just a tree. I don't know. He likes things and he steals things. So if he ran, they're telling me that he ran across the hive and just took the hive. He does these things. But if Amador wants to take him on, oh boy, he's gonna need some help. And I'm not helping. Oh, we're getting out here if we can. So if you guys want to help, you could help us. The tent's gonna help, but I don't know. I need more stuff for the basket, especially to make it bigger and a fuel source. Yeah. And I got to pay these idiots, and I don't know how I'm going to do that. I haven't told them that. So don't tell them. I have no money.
What's money?
Or barter.
We found this, and I'll point to the small bits of clothes and bits of mining gear and shoes, etc.
We don't really have any mines here.
We really should see if they were taking the mining gear instead of that torch.
I was
I
waiting
was
for
waiting for you to offer something.
Anything small,
Anything
that's,
small
not
that's not rocks. I need to do it for a second. I'll be right back.
Yep, you're good. Well, let me introduce you to these two idiots, and we'll come up with something for you, if that works. Because if you guys want to go together, that's where I want to go. So if you help me out, I'll help you out. Or you can just, follow this path and find the Witchlight Carnival and travel with them. Actually, they might have things to repair this. Maybe I'll send you there anyway. Just don't tell them I have the balloon. But anyway, we'll figure it out. And I think since he's gone, it's a good place to go for a break.
All right.
So let's take 10.
Oy.
Yeah, done.
Well, when you guys come back, when you guys are here, your new scarecrow friend, Clapperclaw, kind of like points over towards Quickfoot. Quickfoot. As soon as he tells everyone, come on up here and we'll introduce to these guys, you immediately fall unconscious, sir, for 9 minutes. As whatever you ingested finally takes hold. During that 9 minutes, you guys see him slowly transform into a giant mushroom folk. A myconid. I'll let you deal with that and RP that out. You just see him go immediately still and fall over.
Is that normal?
You good there? We're gonna poke him.
Unmoving. But you do see all his fur is slowly starting to fade and turn into what looks like mushroom skin.
I'm gonna look at the scarecrow. Is this normal for around here?
Only if, the Lorna was still here. Yeah, she could do that. What happened to him? He seemed fine.
I don't know.
Ribble,
Rebel.
Slop, come here. Take a look. You see two very large, well, kind of like frog folk. It's kind of hard to tell. They're definitely frog-like. I'll take history rolls or nature.
None.
Yeah, no, they're just giant frogs. One of them's got a tool belt on. One's got some tools in his hand. One's got looks to be like some sewing needles and stuff. And they just kind of come up and go, what is it, boss? What's going on? We're working. We said we were working. None of you know what a bullywug is, but that's okay. Who are you people? We heard voices.
Hello there.
Ribble and Slop. We have work to do. What's going on with him? He smells good.
We would ask you. He didn't look like that a moment ago.
He looked like something with long ears earlier, and now he's this.
Did he drink the swamp water?
I don't think so.
Well, then, yeah, we don't know what's going on. Don't drink the swamp water.
Okay.
And they're
Okay.
just going to turn around and go, we're going back to work, Clapper. If we need more stuff. And they just go back and just start ribbing. Or talking to each other in some language you guys don't know.
I want to get close and examine him very closely and cast Identify.
On him?
On him.
Okay.
What are you trying to identify?
It's more like a he doesn't know she doesn't know she's casting Identify. It's instinctive. She's just like, examine the body.
Okay.
And identify corpse stuff.
Okay.
And identify corpse stuff.
The only really magic you sense is like internal. It's almost as if it is like some sort of transformation, but it doesn't come back with a name. It's definitely transfiguration magic. But it doesn't
Is he
have an
moving?
actual name. It's just more of a feeling that, yeah, he's being transformed into whatever he ate.
Does he answer to anything, or is he just a mute now?
Well, after 9 minutes is up, we'll figure it. Actually, you're ritual casting, so by the time that's done, Quickfoot, you immediately wake up from whatever knocked you out. You just remember fainting. But you're a little weird and wobbly, and a little taller than you were before.
How do I know?
Well, you can still see you do have a face. You do have arms. Your legs are more one big stump. But they do kind of move.
So what you're telling me is he still hops.
Kind of, yeah. You guys just see some big mushroom with a face, hands. Still's the same armor on, just kind of got stretched around him. Not really fitting that great anymore.
I think you need to go on a diet.
Does this armor make me look fat?
No, it's slimming.
You're about 6 feet tall now. Well,
And yet I got
the face
two
is
other
still like
guys that are
5
taller
feet.
than me.
Yeah, the face is 5 feet. The rest of them is an extra foot.
Or his ears should have stood.
Yeah. Is now a mushroom cap.
Do you feel okay?
Do I?
Give me a straight survival roll on yourself, or insight check yourself. Let's do that. Give me an insight roll. You don't feel sick. You still kind of feel hungry. There's definitely a heartbeat of some sort. You still feel, exhausted. You just are in another body, sir.
I dry off my feet and make sure I'm not touching any of the wet, mossy bog water.
As everybody stares at me, I'm like, do I have something on my face?
It's more of it's changed.
Kinda. Do everything shiny. Show your reflection.
I mean, he could look in the water.
I was going to say there's water.
I don't. For some reason, I don't see bog water being very shiny.
You got Snicker Snack. He's
Oh,
shiny.
yeah, I'll pull out Snicker Snack. Use him as a
kill
mirror.
it!
Why?
That wasn't there before.
It's our friend now.
Ooh. This place smells weird.
You can smell?
I can sense. Yes. Yeah.
Interesting. I will hold up Snicker Snack to the new version of our friend.
A quick one. Quickfoot, I should say. Yeah, you see. That ain't your other face. This is, yeah, you're a mushroom. Kind of looks what you ate.
As I comprehend, I'm just like, ah! That good, that good scream.
As he screams, like he almost like a whole bunch of spores start pouring out of a lot of orifices of him and cover all of you.
Ew.
And you
And
now all have telepathy for 1 minute.
Oh boy.
You can telepathically talk to each other for 1 minute.
Telepathically, you all hear ew.
I think that comes from myself as well.
As I try to cover my face, like, don't look at me, I'm hideous. Don't look.
I'm going to put my
Kind of an
finger in the
improvement.
spores and lick it.
Kind of tastes like a mushroom.
At least we know if we get hungry, we can cook them up.
This is fair.
We went from rabbit stew to mushroom stew.
One protein for another.
Like above table, just so you know, it's got to be up and down slashes, not crisscross, not left and right. Otherwise, they don't cut correctly.
Who said we were cutting anything? Cook the whole thing.
How long this is going to last, you guys have no idea.
Well,
Permanent?
you're not in pain, are you?
Am I?
No, you feel fine. Completely the same as you were before, just like I said before, exhausted. Your 9 was the 9 minutes. The 97-year-old was on the short-term madness, which made you unconscious. And I had it down for if anyone ate the mushrooms, as soon as they either went unconscious or had a short sleep, they were going to be turning into a myconid. Thankfully, Amador did not eat, because he doesn't need to eat. He just drank.
Will I ever turn back?
Can't find him. He turned into water.
That would explain why he's not here.
You will have to see if you turn back, but this kind of feels permanent right now for you.
How
You're
well
still
can you
technically a
move?
reborn. Well, no, technically you're now myconid. In 3 days, when you turn back into a reborn, maybe, but you don't know that you're turning back into one. So right now, this feels permanent for you.
Are mushrooms even technically alive?
Give me a medicine roll.
I kind of want to know this too. A 13.
I love low rolls. He's walking and talking and breathing. It's got to be
I think I'm
alive.
going to stop rolling.
I
That's
think so.
two net ones and a 2. That's my last 3 rolls.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Seems alive-ish.
Oh. We have a new view.
Yeah, it's going to be
I had no
probably
idea where
video.
that camera is, by the way, guys. I hit the wrong button.
That's okay.
Mystery view.
It's usually a baby. Clapperclaw is just like looking at you guys going, and I thought my day was weird. This is weird, guys. I've seen something like you before, but smaller. Never something that big before.
Now, question: since Snickersnack got hit with the spores, does he also communicate with the others? Oh,
Yep.
that'd be funny.
It would be funny.
It was a really good question.
He's not alive, technically. He's just sentient. Like, he's a magical consciousness in him, so no.
'Tis a shame.
Yeah. Yeah, myconins, in order to talk to people, normally have to actually throw out their spores, and they telepathically connect with everybody. But we're going to say he can still talk, just because it's more fun this way for me. Well, what would you guys like to do? You could, if you want to walk around Downfall here, feel free. Take a look around. Just kind of stay away from the house in the middle. That was Bavlorna's. It's kind of destroyed, but well, the new mayor of the town, his name is Charm. He's a mean old bastard. And well, we're trying to stay away from him.
I have an idea for your basket situation. Have you tried connecting those boats together and putting it to the bottom?
Oh. No? But that's a good idea. But we need some sort of still fuel source. This one that we stole kind of didn't have anything, and we don't know what they use. But it's got to be hot for a while.
I mean,
Like
I see
maybe
a
some
puff
sort
of
of
smoke
flaming-
coming from the other side. You think that'd be useful?
Where
Are you looking?
I had a flaming stick.
I know you had a stick.
Over in this direction. So
Well, where-
on the top part, it would be
Oh.
this thing
I'm
right
looking at
there.
the wrong map, sorry. Right there. Let's see, you're looking at...
That thing.
So that would be here, I believe.
Yes.
Okay. You can go take a look.
You know what's the worst that could happen? Yeah. You can find some sort of heat source.
How inhabited is this town currently? We've been kind of informed that there are rules here, and we don't want to accidentally break.
Right. Well, this was home to Bavlorna. Normally she had like 50 or 60 of people that kind of did a bunch of stuff around here. I've seen at least maybe 15 or 20 left. As you guys kind of like can see bits and pieces, you're still heavily obscured. You get little spots here and there. The town does look mostly destroyed. Looks like they're just trying to rebuild, but they don't really have the proper equipment or tools here to do that. Most of it looked like maybe it was magical at one point, made, and now they're trying to actually do it by hand, and that's not their forte. So yeah, the one in the middle, that's her hut. She's well, yeah. The new, well, he calls himself from here. We actually haven't, had a time for a vote yet. We're just ignoring him because he's a little magical, and well, we don't want to piss anyone off like that.
Just checking this buffalo. Are they gone? Gone as in missing, or?
You would
know from your vision.
Lorna is dead. Endolin and them killed her.
Yeah, I'm gonna lean in and just so the bullywug's here, or did she vogue?
So you're gonna have to repeat that because Brandon didn't hear you.
I made a point of using the word croak.
Thank you. We hope she did. She was a mean old bitch. Mean old bitch. She was the bitchiest witch there was. But I should say though, Clapperclaw kind of goes. I was told, I wasn't here at the time, so it's like secondhand info from a third-hand person. Endolin, her sister, who did most of the damage, did come and steal a bunch of stuff from her home. So I don't know if there's anything still left or not. But she came in on her flying contraption and took a bunch of stuff and left before, I don't know what happened since then. But that was, weeks ago.
Based on your map, this building is smoking too. Can we see that? And if so, is it burning or does it look like it's like a chimney or something?
Chimney. Did you want to ask him what the building was, or did you want to go take a look?
Neither. I'm just staring at it.
Well, we're not going to achieve anything standing here.
I was
Should
gonna
we go for
say,
a poke around?
yeah, we could take one of these boats to this shoreline over here and check out what that smoke pillar is over there.
Yeah. You
See
guys,
if
like
it
I
can
said before,
be
you guys could go-
appropriated.
Mhm.
Does that sound like a good deal to you guys?
Yep.
So now,
Huzzah!
Before we leave, I was trying to like, do you know if the mayor's I'll do the quotation marks. The mayor is in currently.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's trying to fix some stuff. He's got a couple of a couple more bullywugs like my friends here in there doing most of the work. He's just kind of like sitting there, petting Bev Warner's old cat and just making them do all the work as usual.
And that's in that tower thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's kind of like slowly falling to the ground, but I'm sure he'll fix it.
So what I'm hearing is if we pull on those ropes good and hard, it'll fall. He'll disappear.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what magic is left holding it up. Maybe?
On your way out, cutting a couple ropes and pulling wouldn't hurt.
Well, that's up on you. I wouldn't want to. Especially who owned it, but yeah. Good luck.
Let's go get a source of heat.
Okay. So you guys are going to this one?
Yes.
How
Perfect.
much more of that wind stuff do you have? Can that not just work?
Oh, that it's more of a trinket that I have, and it only works a couple times a day. I was kind of hoping it was going to help me blow this thing up when we were done.
Well, that blows.
Head to the boat.
Yes. Okay. All right. So yeah, you guys are gonna hop in a boat and row yourself over, I assume. Or
Yeah.
did you want to try and swim?
Boat.
I mean,
Okay.
No, not touching that water.
Aren't
None of
you
us need-
sure
Boat.
you don't want to turn yourself into a bullywug?
I'm
I mean-
fine the way I am.
Bollywogs are more alive than I am.
Technically.
I'm fine the way I am, I think.
Okay.
I mean,
All right.
it's Kaelen's body, so what do I care?
All right. So, who wants to row? You guys would know what a boat is, whether or not you remember how
Fairy
to do
do
it.
Just for shits and giggles, make the fairy do it.
Yep, sure. I'll roll up my sleeves.
Yeah.
We've already established that none of us are stronger.
Yep. Yeah. All have the same strength.
I assume
Right.
strength rolls at disadvantage.
Well, first I want athletics rolls. Sorry, acrobatics rolls to get in. To see if you fall over. This is the first time you've been on water.
Yes, the answer is a yes.
I will assist with this by holding the boat still for everyone.
Okay, then it's straight roll.
I still get disadvantage because I'm 2
Yeah.
points of exhaustion.
3 of you have 2
I
points
got-
of exhaustion.
4.
And that was athletics.
It would be acrobatics to get in. Athletics is going to be your to row. All right, so we got a 6, so technically a 5. A bunch of 3s.
I got a 4.
Okay. All right.
0.
Right. So, holding the boat
A bunch of bullywugs appear.
didn't seem to do anything for you, and 4 of you fall into the water. Thankfully, at this area, it's only about 4 feet deep, which is good for all but one of you. What would you guys like to do? To try and swim.
Stand up and try and climb back in the boat.
I will lift our fairy friend into the boat.
Okay, just give me a quick acrobatics, because they're athletics, because they're technically in the water.
Consistency.
It seems to be maybe the fact that she's now covered in water and added an extra 2 pounds to her. It ain't working properly for you.
Sort of thrashing her out until I realize, oh wait, I don't need to breathe.
Yeah, none of you
can I
need to breathe except for one of you.
Walk across the bottom to get to the other side, not even try. Think and walk.
It is. All
Yeah,
but
I
one
don't
of you could do
know
that.
if it's gonna get deeper or not. I'm just gonna walk back onto dry land and try again to get into the boat. Looking like a
Doesn't
drowned rat.
Myconid really need to breathe?
I'm stuck in the
Technically,
mud.
he's still alive, so yes.
Fair enough.
Yep. And yeah, you notice your new mushroom friend is stuck with his head about a foot over the water. Who would like to try and pull him out and help him get back in the
I
boat?
will attempt.
Okay.
I'll
Is
assist.
anyone not getting in the boat and just walking across from one side to the other?
I want to, but I'll help get the mushroom out because he can't.
Okay, then I will take straight athletics roll from both of you. We need at least 1 10. There you go. Beautiful. With ease, you finally find something you can grab a hold of because he's a lot bigger. And you just reef him out and stick him in the boat.
Grab him by the cap of his mushroom head.
And stick him in the boat.
Yep.
Can I have our fairy roll one more time? Just a straight roll with the help of your big guy. Yeah, you're close. It doesn't like you anymore. There we go. Okay. It's at least not a nat one. And I'll take, over time,
Can I
you
give him
guys.
guidance?
Yeah, if you want to give him guidance, absolutely. You are there helping, and that's what guidance is for. Okay, and you fumble about. You don't fall in, thankfully. You guys rolled terrible at the beginning. You're slowly getting the hang of what water is again. You know what it is, but this is the first time these bodies have done it in a while. But you do manage to get in. It is literally going to be like a 2-minute row over. If you would like to walk over, you can feel free. It's literally in the little channel where you are, 3 feet deep.
I walk.
Just looks deeper. Okay.
Well, I'm already wet.
I know. You do have a lot of people and more bullywugs and other creatures here snickering at all of you as you guys are trying to figure this out. And even Clapperclaw just kind of looks at you guys and goes, "Right, they all need to find their heads. We all are missing our heads. That's the problem. Okay. Maybe we can all do this together." Yeah. And he just literally goes back to telling the other two what to do. All right. Well, you guys all land ashore right about here. And while you guys are there, where's my map? You find yourself what looks to be a 10-foot high raised wooden platform that stands atop a mound of mossy earth and mud. 2 more bullywugs lays at the guard post atop the platform. It is a watchtower of some sort. One of them looks to be peering through a long spyglass that's mounted on a swivel, like about 5 times the size of the spyglass you guys just gave away. This one's mounted. A frayed clothesline attached to one corner of the watchtower is fastened with patchwork garments. The line stretches out towards the nearby lake before disappearing into the fog. That is what you see. The clothesline goes all the way to what you know is Bavlorna's cottage. It's attached to the watchtower. So, is there anything you guys want to do there, or are you just going to keep on going up to here?
I'm sorry. Again, internet keep.
Oh, am I fading out, or is everybody else fading out?
Oh.
Is it me or everybody? Give me one second.
You
I don't know if
just assume
It's fading.
Is it everybody? Let me come out and go back in.
monologue.
Everyone sounds to me.
Yeah.
Did we lose
All
everyone?
right.
I think
People are
Discord
moving again.
is taking a crap.
Yeah. The video
They've been
connector
having
is-
problems.
Yeah. Worst comes to worst, we could always jump up to mine. I
Okay.
have mine boosted. Whether or not you guys want to stay here or head up to mine, I will leave that up to you.
I don't think it's a boosted problem. I think Discord itself is actually having problems at the servers.
Highly possible.
Because it's
we'll stay
been
here
a
for now.
thing for a while.
Is everybody good right now?
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're all back.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. That was weird. Alright, so did you guys want to stay at the watchtower, or did you want to move on?
Let's move on.
Okay, I assume you're going to move on.
I'd like to talk to try and get rid of some of the moisture.
Okay.
What time of day is it?
Right now, roughly, you're probably dinnerish. Definitely getting towards the later end of the day.
Does he need to eat as like food now, or is it just soak up water?
He'd technically still need to eat. This is a magical transformation just on the, like, kind of
Physical
like
side.
still cellular level, but he's still technically alive and will need nutrients. Water might do it. He might need to do the same thing as Amador at some point and bury himself in some dirt. He'll have to figure that out. But as you guys move on, so you're going to still move along to this area, I will describe what else you see along the way. So you're going to be going down that path. I think that's it. What else does the map say? Yeah, the only other thing you see is the little hut in front of you before you go to the smoking area is just a little bullywug hut that looks to be thatch roof, wooden, small wooden. Yeah, the door's closed, so you can't really see in there, but you do see like a lot of hanging dead fish and frogs. There's a lit brazier hanging from a rafter, providing a little bit of light inside. You have the smell of something being cooked inside. and you see you hear movement inside of it, but it looks to be like some sort of bullywood wood hut. As you guys move along to whatever is smoking, it has pretty much caution tape and a sign saying, "Do not touch. We don't know what's going to happen." It's a bulbous green-black cauldron with a thick lid sits above a bed of hot coals on 6 sturdy iron legs that protrude from its carved bottom like the extremities of a crab. A wooden label hangs from a lanyard looped around the lid's knob.
What does the lanyard say?
Lavlorma's Cauldron. It is currently bubbling, and still whatever's inside of it is still bubbling.
Does it smell good?
No. It is rancid and disgusting, but it's giving off a very, very black plume of smoke.
I'm gonna go look at it.
Okay.
I'm gonna cross the tape.
The cauldron itself is black-green. Inside is just black, bubbling goo.
You're not making this very easy to lick it.
I don't know. It seems pretty tempting.
I'll do it if you do it. I bet you won't.
All right. I'm gonna take a sip of the liquid inside.
Okay. As you
I'm sure that's really old.
As you try to get in to take a sip, the cauldron gets up and scuttles away, and then sits back down.
Why was there a fire beneath it?
Does it move with it?
Beneath it, something emerges from it. It's tiny. Kind of looks
like an egg?
that.
Oh.
Kind of looks like that little thing, and it just kind of comes up and goes, What are you doing? I have not been told anyone is here to move her cauldron. I am supposed to do my job. What's going on? And he's just kind of go away before I set you on fire.
I think your boss is dead. You are unemployed.
What?
Do you want a new job?
Do you want to burn?
I don't think it would do much.
You're not my manager. She is. Go away.
She's dead.
Set you on fire. I have not seen the body, and I have not been told by my boss. You have 5 seconds before I put you on fire.
Who is your boss? Just so we not all on the same page.
4, 3,
running away.
2.
Can I golf him into the water?
Sparta kick him into the water.
Well, I've got the club, so
okay.
I'll just knock him into the water.
Okay, give me an attack roll, please. We are now in initiative, so after that, we'll roll initiative.
It's gonna go horribly.
Probably.
Is this thing?
An
I don't think
attack
I've actually ever
roll.
encountered one before.
Can I give him guidance on the attack roll?
No, this is too quick.
And we are not proficient with this thing?
Nope.
Right?
Well, if you're just trying to kick him, that's just kicking.
I mean, I'll attempt to kick him if he's gonna hit him.
Okay.
I guess it's a 5. I think it's 5.
It is a 5. Alright, well that doesn't work, so everyone roll me initiative, please, as we are now in combat with a Magman.
Magman. Interesting.
Yeah.
These are at disadvantage, correct? I don't think we've ever done initiative
You've
really
never done
yet.
combat before, nope. But as you pull out Snickersnack, he just kind of goes, Yay! Finally, you're being useful.
Hey now.
Yeah, I'll bring up the combat tracker.
As he says that, I roll a 1.
You can either pull your card. I'm just going to write these down, so don't worry. We don't really need the turn order. All right, so quick. For the 21.
Wow.
So were these straight rolls or not?
These are straight rolls.
Straight
yes.
roll, yeah.
This is Heather. Boom.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking that. All right. So we got a 5, 0. Love that. Okay. All right. So we'll have Belv go first. I need to roll for this guy.
Please tell me he rolls worse than me, because that'd be impressive.
He rolled a 9.
Okay.
He's gonna TPK us.
This thing could hurt.
Yes.
It is possible. This
We
thing
have
can
what? 3 health?
hurt. He doesn't have much, so Snicker Snack can do most of the damage here. Trust me. So
If he
Quick
gets.
Paw, you're up first. If he gets, yep. Quick Paw's up first. What would you like to do, sir? You just saw your buddy try to attack him.
I disengage and run away.
Okay.
By at least
I like
15
that.
feet, because my speed's half, because I have 2 levels of exhaustion.
Yep. Yeah, you are technically a myconid adult, just to let you know. Yeah,
Also
whether
very
or not,
flammable.
yeah, whether or not you want to try and combat, but if you're running away, that works too. All right, Magnum's turn. It's just going to look at the one that tried to hit him and goes, "I told you to go away, or I'm going to set you on fire." So I'm going to set you on fire now. 20 to hit, sir?
I assume so.
Okay. Are you seeing my rolls by chance or no?
No.
Nope.
Okay, good. I had that right. The 20 will hit you. 4! Oh, come on. Really? 3 damage.
Sweet. I have 2 HP
3
left.
3 fire damage, sir. Do you have anything that's on you that's flammable?
Nope. I have a dread helm and rusted half plate.
What is
Yeah,
Well, I
Harry
guess
considered?
I have the map, unless somebody else is holding the map. I have a map in my inventory.
If you
Oh.
had a bag or anything, you'd be fine. He's just like, he's tiny. He's very small. So he's like,
No,
ankle
I think
size.
it's in the opposite hand of the club.
Okay, perfect. Well, that's his turn. Belv, back up to you.
All right. I guess I swing again. Is it possible to flank him?
Yeah. I think there's a couple of views near the cauldron. I'm okay with the flanking. You can move.
Well, 2 of us are trying to lick it.
10, then.
10 misses, sir. He just kind of looks
Yep,
at you
I
and
assumed.
goes, "You're gonna burn." What is Worm doing? You're next.
I have no idea what I'm supposed to do, so I'm just gonna cast guidance on someone.
Okay,
I'll cast on the Bugbear.
you could try and kick him in the fire in the water too if you wanted.
Yeah, I'll give it a crack.
Straight attack roll, and then we'll do a. Actually, sorry, not an attack roll. Athletics. Brain's not working. We'll still use the roll though. That's fine. The 14, yeah, is the actual AC of this thing. So give me just a straight. Where are you kicking them? What direction? as close to the water as you can?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do a dex save from him to see if he can... Yeah. Nope. Okay. Roll me a d10, sir.
I can't see through the dog. Wait, Max!
Ooh,
Nice.
This was going to be how far you kick him, and you kick him 10 feet. All you guys hear is, "I'll get you next time!" and then splash. And as soon as he hits the water, you see him explode from his death burst, which would have killed probably most of you if you failed the dex save.
Do I
Is a
take
DC
any
11
damage on him?
dex save, or take 2d6 fire damage?
Oof.
Me and my 7 HP aren't going far.
Well, you are currently out of combat, and you have taken out Bavlorma's Magmin. That was currently the only thing keeping her cauldron boiling. Nice job. I thought one or two of you were going to go down there.
I'll lean over to the cliff at the probably still boiling water. So why did you do that?
Why not?
He burned me. My legs like bubbling and blistering.
I think that's
you're
sort
starting to
of
blister.
I didn't know I could do that.
You currently have a cauldron that you know can move, but is now the fire that was underneath it is gone, and it's slowly starting to cool down. And the smoke that was emanating from it is slowly dissolving too.
I'm going to attempt
Still
to
gonna try and look
capture the pot.
Okay. Give me a grapple roll, please, sir.
with
Strength, another acrobatics.
guidance.
If you want to with guidance, yeah. Another nat 20. My
Was
God,
that just
guys,
get rid of
come
the
on.
disadvantage, or
I would assume someone's helping you, so I'm okay with that.
okay?
You grab a hold of it because your size, you'd be able to grab each side of it. Anything like under 5 feet probably doesn't have the arm span that you do. It is quite warm to the touch, and you take 1 fire damage from it because it's cast iron.
Ouch. I guess.
But yeah, it seems to like struggle a little and then kind of go, hey.
Someone take the caution tape thing and tie up its legs. We don't need it running off on us.
While he's
Well, I
holding
hold
it, I'm going to put my finger in it and then put it in his mouth.
Tastes like dirt.
Okay. Give me a Constitution saving throw, please, sir.
Is that one a disadvantage?
I'm not helping you with guidance.
Ah.
Oh, yeah. So that was the 13?
No, that was my strength or my grapple. The 17 is the con. Unless you want me to roll another one.
You passed the con save, sir. You had to hit a 14 for the con save.
Wonderful.
You drink it, and you feel something that might have done something to you, but you staved off of whatever it was. Whether or not you do it again, it's still there. There's a lot of it.
I'm gonna dump it into the water.
Okay.
That one has poisoned the water hole.
Kind of.
I could try and stop it. There's not much I could do.
No. So you are pouring all of this into the water. Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
As soon as
As soon as
the liquid hits the water,
Oh, party!
almost like extremely quickly, you see bubbles start to appear from under the water, and
Why?
from everywhere within wherever that liquid slowly turned, probably in like a 20-foot, 30-foot radius. There's a lot of it. Every single tiny creature, tiny frog, tiny anything that's currently in there is immediately transformed. It was a pot of polymorph potion. The entire pot was polymorph. Had you not failed the DC, you would have turned into one of the creatures that now you are seeing spread all over this pond.
Interesting.
So you see giant dragonflies immediately spawn. You see giant frogs start spawning, and the frogs are now starting to eat all the giant dragonflies. Like thousands of them. An entire pot of the polymorph spell is gone. You guys drag it, turned into a giant dragonfly, and flew away.
But we can use this to fly away too.
Yeah, you guys just see the entire swamp in front of you turn angry in giant frogs and dragonflies.
How big are these giant dragonfly?
They're large size. You could probably jump on one and fly it, but the giant frogs are slowly. There's more giant frogs than giant dragonflies. They outnumber them by 4 to 1. So very shortly, there's not many giant dragonflies left.
Now, by giant, how big are they?
Find cover somewhere, considering smaller than the dragonflies.
Yeah, the giant dragonflies are considered large.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. And most of them that survived are like literally leaving the swamp.
He said, "Screw this."
Yep. Whether or not they know it lasts only an hour and they're going to plummet after that back into whatever they currently were, but yeah. But you have a empty cauldron that used to belong to Bavlorna.
Well, she's dead, supposedly, so...
Mm-hmm. Can I have quick investigation rolls from everybody, please?
Oh.
Okay.
Mine's a disadvantage.
Yeah. Shaggy.
Yes.
Whether or not it could be something, maybe your size, or maybe because you're involved in all this, as soon as the coals are gone from the magman that you booted away, there's something long and pointy in the coals, like buried in there.
Oh? What does it look like?
Bone? Some sort of horn?
Hollow?
No.
No.
Long and pointy.
Unicorn-esque?
Yeah.
Did we find one previously? I feel like we have.
You did.
In the
Cool.
Murmanach's hand or something at the village.
There's another
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Here.
I will take it.
Perfect. This one seems to be soot stained, easy to spot. But other than that, yeah, it's just don't know where it's from, but it is a broken unicorn horn, so maybe you can find its owner.
We'll try.
Yeah.
I'll stick it in my fur for now. Because my clothing is now gone.
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, and you see while you're picking up this, a couple of the coals that are left there kind of
Mhm.
like spark to life and get animated, and they just kind of look at you and go, "Huh, thank you. He was annoying," and then all the coals just get up and run away.
Wait.
But
Nope.
Can you at least help us first, and then you can leave?
They're not listening to you, sir. They're not moving too quick. They're about moving 1 feet around.
I will quickly scoop one up and toss it into the cauldron.
No! Oh, I like it underneath it better. Ooh, I echo.
I'm gonna-
Echo.
I'm gonna keep doing it to the others.
Echo.
Yes.
Echo. What? No. How many are you going to pick up? There's about 30 of them.
If I can
Actually,
attempt it,
moving
about
quick, I
half
don't
of
need
them.
a roll. Okay. You now have 15 animated coals inside.
Oh,
if
cool.
the first one didn't look like it burned him, I would hope.
Good. It did not burn you. Yep.
I'm gonna try to play soccer and kick them in.
They
You two going for the rest of
automatically
them?
don't like it when you attack them, sir. The few remaining just kind of like walk up to you and like start rubbing themselves on you to try and light a fire, but it's not working.
Ew.
I'm still wet from
They-
the water.
We're-
It might be a feet won't ignite.
We're people too. Coals too.
Well,
We're important.
yes, and you'll help people.
Yes, we'll help burn them.
No, you're gonna help them escape. Then they'll set you free.
We're coals. We burn. Or we're
Yes, and the burning's gonna help them.
You'll help them by burning.
good. That's our job anyway.
Come fly away with us.
Come sail away.
Yeah, we
Come
like wind.
sail
Wind makes
away.
us hotter. More wind, the better. It's like, yay, we're free. That's just
And they're
echoing
in the
in the
cauldron.
now. Yep. Yeah, this place is weird.
Did we
like
tie
I
up
said,
the legs yet, or no?
it's not moving anymore. It kind of went, oh, you caught me. Damn. I'm not doing anything anymore. It's just there. Yeah.
Back to the boat.
Yeah.
Back to the boat.
You will look quiet.
If you want to go back to the boat, absolutely. Okay. The cauldron itself is like big.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's quite huge. But it does look like extremely well used, and like almost immediately goes as soon as like it starts to cool down. It almost whatever you'd be able to tell if there's no heat, it's not animated. So as soon as the coals start to die off, they stop moving.
Okay. So the
So
heat has to be
almost as
underneath
if-
of it for that too.
Yeah, it's basically heat turns all of it on.
Good to know.
Yeah, I'll every time it slows down, I'll like lean in and blow.
I was gonna say the cold would be heating it up anyway, wouldn't they?
The coals there aren't enough to keep it hot. No, you could keep them up, but yeah, the cauldron itself, it's too big. It needs a lot of heat. That's why I had an elemental slave heating it full time, which is now dead.
What slave? I
Right?
don't remember no slave.
Nope, I didn't see no slave.
I guess we take the cauldron back to Mr. Crab Claw.
That's what your myconid guy kind of looks like right now. Yeah. All right. Back in the boat. I don't need to make you roll anymore. That was just for the first time, just for fun. You take the cauldron back over and hand it off to your new scarecrow friend, and he kind of goes, "Oh, right.
It can hold fire.
We have these, and I'll pick one up and blow on it.
Oh, neat. Well, aren't you guys interesting? Most of us wouldn't go near that thing. And yeah, you caused quite a bit of stir there, which was entertaining for us. Yeah, you're gonna have Ribble and Slop go. The dragonflies look tasty, but we're not allowed on break yet.
You
They
didn't
go back
get
to
like a
work.
quick snack?
Not for another, and they're gonna look at Clapper-Claw and goes 2 hours.
Ooh.
One after sundown, which is slow soon. Yeah, you guys would notice
Well.
it's starting to get dark.
Is there anything we could help with to make it go by faster?
Well, I don't know. Are you good at anything?
I mean, I can tie knots.
Can you?
I got in a boat once.
Well, how about you let us work, and a couple of you guys look like you're about to, like fall on your face and drown. Why don't you just pick an empty hut and sit down for the night? This is going to be like at least a couple days to repair this thing.
Do we just want to go
That's a
towards the
good idea.
smoking hut? Nope.
That's up to you guys.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm not
You guys
risking
wanna go to work?
that boat again. Went out 2 times, I've gotten wet, so
This one we just have to cross some rocks.
Okay. So if you guys head over there, what you find is a broken down, kind of looks like remnants of some sort of fire is still going on in there. There is another bullywug in there, kind of like just pulling things apart. And he's just looking. Clapper, none of this is useful. This was the factory. Oh, who are you?
Trying to find a place to sleep while Clapper finishes up the flying contraption.
The balloon? This was
Yeah.
the balloon workshop. So if you want to spread around and maybe try and find some useful stuff, but most of it's all like destroyed. Yeah, you'd be able to tell there's not a lot of this building left. This thing got demolished, but it does kind of look like it was some sort of balloon factory. There's nothing
If you find
here.
anything burnable.
I'm on my 3rd day. Yeah, that's what I'm burning. Broken parts of the stupid place. But there's a
hold on to it
spot
now.
over there that's good.
I mean, hold on to it now. You got a place to burn stuff for the balloon.
What? What do you mean?
The cauldron.
What cauldron?
The one with the legs.
That's Bavlorna's. You moved that? What? Why'd you do that?
Well, it's not hers anymore.
what-
She's not around.
What? Yeah, but she had, like apprentices.
Yeah. They're
I
not
know
here.
I
They
would've
didn't
done
claim
that.
it.
Well, most things that she turns usually gets turned into dolls by her sister. Well, if she's not here though, so that maybe I don't know what's going on. I was told to try and find stuff, and I'm on day like 3 or 4. I haven't found anything. That's why I'm burning it all.
Well,
think that
you can burn it in the cauldron to get out of here.
I didn't know we had
a cauldron we could use.
Yeah,
You know-
that's
you-
what
tells
I've
me
learned.
nothing.
anything.
You know now. And you know it wasn't you who messed with it initially, so you're probably not going to get in trouble.
Can you guarantee that? You're pretty.
Thank you. I said probably. I'll gesture broadly on. Can you guarantee anything here?
Yeah. Don't go in the water.
Especially after what we just did.
What'd you just do? Who are you
We
people?
poured
Look out the window.
yeah, look out the window.
What?
We
everyone
poured the
else has all
contents of the
fun.
cauldron into the water.
Well, I'm Grumple. I am the croaking
We
sage.
can tell.
I don't know if I'm gonna like you or not.
I mean, you don't have to. Won't hurt me much.
It's not in my contract to like people I work with.
I don't think it should be anyone's contract for that.
Anyway, welcome to the Soggy Court. And we will end our session there, folks.
All right.
That was fun.
Yes.
It's an interesting one.
Didn't plan 90% of that, but yep, that's what happened. We got through half my notes.